Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Got a man, it's Tremble. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Orange will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He now has 62 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the... Headed to the end zone. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Hard running there. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Collins. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And now this offense will take the field again. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense got it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to throw, it's Collins. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Back to pass, it's Collins. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got it behind the line. It's Garcia. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cuse. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here's the handoff. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Dropping back, it's Collins. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Garcia. Breaks the tackle. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking for room. It's Peoples. Got the first down and more. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Buys a little time. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. They'll go to the air. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Dropping back, it's Collins. Trying to set up the screen. Fighting off the defender. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play callers right now,
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tremble. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Collins. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable. Put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going. Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run this play from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They try to pop a run on the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong.
Turning it on! They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The offense changing the play. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss to the left. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. A little screen to the running back. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Ready? They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw. It's Hart. He wants it all. And it'll be a touchdown.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great team
Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. In the red area, it's Willis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Collins. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Griffin. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They go to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big time